Hello, it's been forever. Let's talk. So I haven't made a video in a very, very long time, and I hate making videos like this. I hated that one stream I did where I was like, where have I been? But here's another one. I feel like it gives me closure, if anything. I don't really care if you don't care, you know, but it gives me this feeling that I'm closing the chapter and doing this the right way. So just bear with me. If you don't care and want to skip to the final section where I talk about what's coming, because to be clear, I'm not quitting, okay? I'm not going anywhere. Just skip to section 3. Surely one of these arrows is pointing to it, and you can hear what's coming. The next couple sections, I just want to talk about what's been going on, because I feel like, I don't know, I just kind of disappeared without much explanation. I left a little community post saying, I'm done with Minecraft content, but I want to talk about it. So what happened? Late last year, wow, it's almost freaking 2026 already. What is going on? Sorry. Late last year, I had a blood poisoning incident. I got an infection that turned really bad overnight, and I almost went into sepsis. I was in the hospital for a day. I had like 3 days to live technically, and it was crazy. And if you don't know, the US is very expensive when you have something like that happen to you. They don't care about your personal life. They don't care about your finances. They don't care that you're fine. You survive and then they take your money. Okay, so that kind of started this whole snowball of what happened. And I've made videos after this, but I really lost my passion for it, and that's what I want to talk about. But anyways, that happened, and then in the same week, my old car broke down, and it was totaled. I lost it. The transmission died, whatever. Same week, I couldn't afford a new one really, but I bought a new one anyway. I wasn't ready for that. I just paid it off too. It always happens that way, I swear. After that, I was fine for maybe 3 months, okay? And 3 months, this happened. I got hit, rear-ended by an idiot who was texting and driving. It was like 45 miles per hour or so. It was really bad. I got a concussion. I'm fine, but my car got totaled. That ended up bending the frame of my car, and it was like a 20 grand fix, and their insurance was like, yeah, fuck you. So that happened. Because of how insurance works, they just pay off your car basically. So I lost my down payment on that car after 3 months. I only had it for 3 months, and I didn't have enough money to buy one. So I'm screwed again, right? And I have this hospital thing lingering over me. My taxes were not great because of other reasons, including this channel, but other side projects as well. And so I just had a lot of money come up, and I ended up moving back home because I'm also saving for a house, but rent has been bleeding money, obviously, because renting is crazy now too, and everything just kind of came together, you know? And so as far as YouTube goes, enough about my personal shit, whatever, you know, but as far as YouTube goes, I kind of dove into the analytics a little bit more through this. I wanted to figure out what I want to do. You know, I came to this crossroads that I feel like every creator comes to at some point. Maybe just me, I don't know, maybe I think about it too much. But you either stick with your niche that you've carved out and continue to grow in it, but maybe you get burnt out later, and I'm already burnt out, or you start over. You try something new. You do something that, you know, will ignite the reason that you started YouTube in the first place, which is, you know, passion and fun. And I thought really hard and long about this, okay? So I'm really excited for the next chapter. I'm finally feeling like I'm in a place where I can start doing this stuff again. And so what burned me out is old Minecraft, which is really kind of unfortunate because obviously it's you know, what has made me and has caused this project to grow into something insanely big and really cool for old Minecraft, because the community has been kind of underground for a while, but over the last few years has really catapulted into the spotlight. And not just from me, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but other great creators too, other people putting a lot of work into this stuff that brings people together in a way that other games don't have, okay? And that's what's really cool about it. And I hate to walk away from that, but I am burnt out and I'm out of ideas. I'll just tell you straight up. I have covered every Golden Age mod I can think of, except for Mr. Sith. I haven't forgotten about you, buddy. I had his stuff on my list, but I can't do it. Okay, I just can't do it anymore. I've just kind of run out of good ideas. And not only that, but I feel like the ones that did well are ones I didn't really enjoy making. Like the mod videos and the list videos always did amazing, but I was kind of getting tired of that. I felt like a robot just spewing out information that I found online, and I wasn't really putting passion into it. And another thing that was really the nail in the coffin for this, really the nail in the coffin, was a little while ago, my Monster School video that you may have or may not have noticed is gone. Got a community strike. I got a strike on my channel for saying fuck in a video that was, quote, not suitable for children, when obviously, you know, Monster School is not suitable for children, so why did they leave all these Monster School videos up for so long? Anyway, I missed that video. That video was good. And people were like, you should re-upload it. Just re-upload it. Take out the F-bomb, you know? But I was like, no, No, that is conceding to YouTube, okay? So there was just all this stuff that just happened and I was just like, I'm done. Okay, but am I quitting? No, I'm not quitting. I'm not going anywhere. I know that this is gonna lose a lot of people and that's fine, okay? Before we talk about that though, I think it's important to close the chapter and just reminisce personally on some of the things. And if you care at all, you can too. But again, if you don't, skip to section 3, I'll tell you what's going on. However, my channel is all about nostalgia, okay? And one of the things that's already making me nostalgic is some of the best moments I had covering the old versions of the game. I used to make the most random things hoping something would stick like for the past 12 years, and when it did I just kept going with it and I had some really good memories early on. Like my favorite early video was definitely pulling people together and finding the oldest note block song ever made in Minecraft. That was so cool. I've always loved videos like that, and it was kind of what built this community that I have now and that I built up over the next couple of years. It started with this video and I can't thank the people enough who were a part of that. It was so cool. We found it. I made something that I'm really proud of. It's definitely probably top 3 videos I've ever made. And another one I have to mention, probably the peak of my entire life, to be honest, was the Survival Island event where I put 100 people on Survival Island, and I believe I was the first person to ever do that. I couldn't find anything on it. There was all those like noob versus pro or like 100 people simulate civilization on whatever the fuck. But I think the original map, I think I'm the only one who's ever done that, at least recorded anyway. So it was really cool and it turned out so awesome. And I think like that set a very high expectation that kind of sat in the back of my mind, and nothing ever felt like that ever again. Until, you know, the SMP. All right, let's address the elephant in the room, the Paladin Ryan SMP. The ups, downs, left and rights. I claim to hate the project, but secretly it's the one that I am most proud of, okay? It's the peak of the channel, obviously, and it's something I've always wanted to do ever since I was a kid. I'm 29, almost 29. I'm turning 29 soon, and it's a dream come true. It really is, and that took up my entire year last year. To do it and have it blow up like it did is something I'll never forget, ever. It was the most stressful year of my life, probably, but it was worth it. Like, we literally shattered the record for the opening day of a beta server. We had 521 people online at one time, and then it crashed. That is insanity, and I can't thank everybody enough for all of that. Like, not just that, but everything. And if you're still here listening, thank you. You are awesome. Don't go anywhere, please. I promise more things are coming, okay? So let's talk about that. So what comes next? Am I done with Minecraft content forever? Well, the short answer is yes. The long answer is maybe no. Remember how I said my channel's all about nostalgia, and that's not gonna change, okay? So I have a bit of a soft spot for old games, right? Old games in general, not just Minecraft. And I've been heavily getting into nostalgic content around YouTube recently, and I've also just been playing through some of my old stuff and just having an absolute blast and realizing there is potential in these games for very cool videos that I think like no one has really done before. So I started hyper focusing and like really getting into what I could do with some of these games, and I wrote down a huge list of ideas. Huge. I have enough content that could probably last for like 3 years, which I don't have in Minecraft. There was always a finite limit, and I think I got, if not hit it, I got close, okay? So my last Minecraft video about the atmosphere of old alpha Minecraft was kind of foreshadowing, and I didn't even know that at the time. But I want to get into things like old game design and what makes games feel nostalgic in general, like what atmosphere brings, what the level design brings to make old games feel that way. Because there's a certain feeling that they capture that I don't think newer games like really do well. And so I want to talk about that in like a unique sort of way, like my own edited way, my own commentary way, like the same sort of thing as Minecraft, but for other games. Like I want to talk about how the first major game developers created and like how they created these immersive and memorable worlds with hardware that's a fraction of the power we have today, okay? It was so cool how they did stuff. And I want to talk about nostalgic, abandoned MMOs, those weird games used to get in cereal boxes, the games we got in the elementary school computer labs. I have so many ideas. It's ignited this nostalgic feeling of comfort and also reflection, and of course this like slight sadness that comes with nostalgia that I really like. It's like a comfy, cozy sadness, like you just miss the better days. And there's another idea, I'll just spoil it right now because I'm just gonna kind of throw darts at the board, see what I like to make, see what sticks. I don't really care about views anymore. I know I'm gonna lose a lot of people because people subscribe for Minecraft, right? But I don't think it makes sense to start over in a new channel. Like I'm just gonna take the hit right now and just let the algorithm do its thing and just wait. Anyways, another idea, as I said, I'm kind of rambling, so thank you for listening. You know, Any Austin, he makes these like random weird questions. What if Any Austin made his videos about old games? I think I've had these questions as I'm playing through some old games of like, what if this, what if that, like weird questions that nobody's really talking about. And I think you'll really enjoy some of those because I think they're really interesting and there's a lot of meat on the bone, and he really inspired me. So I think that's gonna be really cool. So will I ever make another Minecraft video ever again? Probably. Honestly, I probably will, because new things in the old Minecraft space still happen. Like, I don't want to leave the community, you know? There's things being dug up. People are still searching for the first ever Minecraft video. Like, there's things I want to cover eventually. So if those things pop up, I will talk about it, you know? So I need some space to have fun. I hope you stick around for it, because again, I don't really care if you do or don't. If you want Minecraft content, old Minecraft content, there's still some great people making videos. The trend has kind of slowed down a lot, but there's still some people making some stuff. So if you want that itch scratched, go check out Bugman, Monster, Soybean, all those people, great people making videos on old Minecraft. And I'll still be here. I just won't be talking about it in public, you know? But stick around, I'm excited. I think you'll like what's coming. The channel will suffer and it's a hard pill to swallow for me, but I know it'll be worth it all around in the long term, not only for my personal mental health, but also just in general for everybody's sake. So give me a few months, give me some time to start making some of this stuff. And until next time, I love you all so very much. Thank you all for the support over the last 3 years. It's not goodbye. I'll see you in the next chapter.